Hi, welcome to Gaming on Collective Channel, whatever it's called these days. It's been a while since I posted anything. So let's go through what I was able to pick up for under $20, all of which fell under the multiplayer online RPG or MMORPG category. And I haven't played a single one of these yet. However, I feel them are for a specific project in the future. So here's the first one. We have Fasaria World, Ancients of the Moons. And this title has a bit of history. It was actually a standard MMORPG with a subscription service before, or maybe it's free to play. Actually, I believe it's free to play. Now, you just get everything you need to host your own server, and you can play it yourself. Even if this game is complete trash, I do give the developer slash publisher credit on that front. So at least this game is much easier to preserve for future people that want to play it. See, what do we have for options? We have, oh yeah, and this is the highest the resolution goes. Okay, got sound volume, control options. Ugh, seriously? Move forward up arrow. Actually, maybe I should learn my right from left. Fly up. We'll leave the rest the same. And this background and font color does not work. Oh yeah, I think it was Angels of Fasaria World Online or something like that. AOF World Online. I think it had a name before that. And see. Oh, let's see if the. Oh, apparently I don't pick that one, or else the game kicks me out. Actually, I think this is going to be one of those cases of. Oh yeah. This is going to be one of those cases. So, not off to a good start here. So, we'll get the desktop. If anybody's curious to what my standard desktop computer has as far as disk space for games, might as well load that up. I did have to unhook a couple of drives. I do have some virtual drives into place. Not a whole lot here. Most of the stuff's unhooked at the moment. Probably about 20 terabytes altogether, with a good portion of that used up. And those aren't actually that many ROMs. But if you go to a random drive here, you'll see some horrifically organized folder structure. And a lot of games that just need to be moved elsewhere, like to the archive. Like, am I really going to play random Aura Kingdom private server? Probably not. I didn't really play the retail Aura Kingdom that much. Age of Clans I don't even think is online, nor is Age of Heroes. A3 India is a subscription-based game that I don't have a subscription to. I did start sorting stuff in this sorted folder up here. I have an abandoned folder that has one folder in it. Clearly not everything that's abandoned. There's all sorts of weird stuff in here. Got a copy of Azeron's Call 2 installed. There's a Castlevania Online, a fan-made Castlevania multiplayer game. We got all sorts of stuff. Clementine, which is the Phantasy Star Universe Online private server of note. I got a Beyond folder here for Beyond games. And just archive games. All sorts of junk thrown in here. I'm working on organizing, curating it in such a way where it's useful, and I'm slowly working on that. And some of these aren't actually multiplayer games, and I'm moving those elsewhere. And some of these are things that I can't really do much with, such as Black Gold Server, the server software necessary to run a version of the MMO Black Gold. Snail Games production that I do not have permission to host. So, therefore, I could host it, eventually get a C&D in the process. We will just hold on to that for future generations, so at least there's a copy of that held on to somewhere. And yeah, anyway, so what we need to go to is the Steam folder that has this Fasaria World installed into it. Go to the M drive, Steam library, Steam apps. Chances are yours is not going to be on the M drive, but my other Steam folders are too full. Common. Go through way too many games. And yeah, this is including me going through these quite often to take out closed down games. I was going to say Karma, but I was thinking of Korma. You actually end up with, when you collect this many multiplayer games, you end up with weird situations where you have to figure out how do you differentiate between the 5 games called, I don't know what a good example is, Quest World. That's not an actual example, but how do you differentiate between all 3 of those in a search by title or whatever when some of them are the same? Oh, Mirror 4, that is already going to be a disappointment. I really didn't like the Legend of Mirror 2 or 3. They're old school Myth of Soma type MMOs. The MMOs for the people looking for something more obscure than Ultima Online from back in the day. So Fasaria World is where I would think it would be. I guess I could just load up Steam to see what the folder would be. So Fasaria Classics Legacy. Oh, instructions in an executable file. No thanks. Let's try to. Oh. Played locally off your computer. One per game. Start. Install the Fasaria World server. Okay. So we need to go to Steam, library, Farmer Pug Dash. Sure, that's a brilliant title. I need to go to properties. Oh, wait, no. I need to go. Oh, yeah, tools. The tools. Someone here should have a Fasaria World server. To install it. 5 megabytes. That's kind of nice for once. Okay, Fasaria. Okay. Got this on the desktop now. Need 2. Server is locked. Means no player can join. Unlock server. There we go. And then I need to go back to Steam. Actually, no, I don't. I can just pick on the desktop. Start game, accept, connect. Why not? Account does not exist. New account. I need an. Okay, well. There we go. And let's go ahead and switch back. Get rid of display capture. Kind of like the general aesthetic of this. Not that it's good. We got so we got the green elf people, Zoians, it looks like, or we got the Fasarians. This looks like they created their own names for stuff. We will go with one of them. I guess we will stay with that. 3 points. What do we got? Ballistic skill, charge skill, range level, saber level, pharmacy level, salvaging level, defense, strength, mana, health. There we go. Who knows, maybe this game will be brilliant and I'll host a server for it. I don't think anybody else is. Fasaria World. Yes. Okay. No, I don't want to quit. Seriously? Escape is quit? What's the cancel key for quit? Seriously? And not just log off, it is a full to desktop quit. Well, this is going well. I think I clicked too many times, so I might have just... Let's try this again. This is a lot of... I would not call this well designed. But to give it credit, it does appear to be designed by the developer, at least. It doesn't seem to be like some sort of just pure asset flip. Oh. Quest manager. Just walk by it, that's fine. Hey! Where am I supposed to go here? Thought I was supposed to click on the quest manager. Apparently I already have somebody level 2 on here by default. Well, so how do I get out of this menu if escape is not it? Maybe I just run away from it. Yep. Well, it dims it. The further I get away from it. We'll just run around a bit. I have played worse MMOs that have came out much later than this, that's for sure. Of course, I tend to seek out MMOs that have no population that are likely to be lost to time. Apparently this is combat. My health just says 0 out of 0. Luckily its health doesn't go back up, so I'll just go kill it. Can I loot it? Oh, I guess I did. So how do I get to the menu? How do I click on this guy to... Get my quests. Might as well. Apparently I'm going to have to read more about the controls to this one. You can clip through the body. P for party. R brings up the radar. And it just keeps clicking past. There we go. I think I got. There we go. There we go. Gotta defeat 5 mad stags. And it's very easy to just click past, apparently. Or get stuck. And as far as the $20 goes, this was half of it. And the reason I got it was just mostly because it came with the server side as well. Yeah, I could just back this up and ensure this game was never lost to history. Should this game be preserved? Well, something about redemption and whatnot. Can I go inside the house? I can. I can get a giant compass. There's another house down the road. And this is very shaky. You know, why not just run by all this stuff? What is this thing out here? We'll just run by him. Got some salvaging experience. Biomutant. This place up here looks kind of neat. I'm gonna guess we're not supposed to go to it yet, but why not? Interplanetarium. It's kind of like somebody was a big fan of both EverQuest and Phantasy Star Online. And wanted to create their own version of it. But lacked the team you'd need to create such a thing. So yeah, that's enough of that for now. And then I get to, let's shut down the server. I don't need it anymore. Now we got Veritex. This one might not work. Guess we'll see. Oh, it's another one where you can host a server. Okay, I try to switch it to windowed mode. Is my request going to be acknowledged? Doesn't look like it. So I guess we have to switch OBS to capture the actual game. And it doesn't seem like it wants to do that either. All right. There we go. Main Island, Iron Island, Death Island, Life Island. Go with Death Island. Oh, great. It is going to be a poorly optimized survival game, isn't it? Oh, great. Not sure what this one costed me. This one cost. I mean, I thought that's what you did. Was you punch the trees to start on these survival games, and then you get wood. This was a game abandoned in early access, I believe. You can jump. It gets the ability to jump points over the last game. I kind of like the concept, underlying concept behind survival games. It's just the execution seems to miss out on what would make that concept actually fun. Is it fun to just run around aimlessly and starve to death and punch down trees? I mean, there's a subset of people that would find a game like that fun, but most people would not. And this environment isn't interesting enough to explore. Not at all. Who knows? Maybe there's a game here. When I have the number of games I have at my disposal, I'm not going to spend much time here. I'm sure Report a Bug works brilliantly. We got we got the Prophecy of Statues. Let's see how this one is. There's a lot of different YouTube channels that cover like the worst games on Steam or worst MMOs or worst whatevers. Worst games of the decade. And you'll get like the standard picks. For MMOs, you'll have the Fiesta onlines and the maybe somebody will decide to go out on a limb and say Otherland MMO or your Scarlet Blades or maybe something more recent like an Arcfall. Actual worst games out there, eh, especially like just really anything. The single player games are even worse because you're lowering what's necessary to release the game. At least with multiplayer games, you have to have some sort of client server or peer to peer, some sort of framework in place that allows data to be shared, which increases the difficulty of actually releasing a game. Even though I have seen multiplayer FPS kit for Unity and different things like that released for Unreal Engine 4, just uploaded to Steam and other places. Okay. This is by Lose Dead. Inside, I don't know if the game's called Inside Light or Prophecy of Statues. Something altogether different. Oh, Prophecy of Statues. Start. Singer. Teamwork. Multiple elimination adventure. I want to be a singer. Let's be a singer. I'm guessing they meant single. But who knows? Uh, this is listed as an MMORPG. At least it's under MMO or something that implied not this. Looks like it's some sort of deathmatch game, and if you pick singer, you just get this. Kind of an interesting concept. You're in this stadium, low poly stadium, that's just frozen in time. Okay. Guess that was it. Let's try teamwork. Unlock the past. Okay. What does it want me to do? Is there a tutorial? Adventure. What does it want me to do exactly? There doesn't seem to be any sort of tutorial. It implies other players. An actual seems to be like super glitchy. If it wasn't, if you take off these environments weren't so glitchy, the movement isn't the worst I've ever seen. And there's some seems to be some neat artistic ideas at work. But I'm assuming this is some sort of just like deathmatch type game. Except there's no other players for me to do deathmatch. I guess we'll leave. There's enough of that. Oh yeah, medieval towns. Got that one on a playtest, and that thing is about as poorly optimized as you can get. You know what? The other games I purchased, I'm going to save for when I do a video on that developer, given I don't want to taint his. His games are examples of if you don't have a whole lot of artistic talent, and you're a solo developer but still want to create interesting multiplayer games. There are actually some great examples covering a few different genres. I don't want to taint those with this garbage. Dragon Simulator multiplayer. And yeah, if anybody wants to actually get these games, they're all on Steam. Dragon Simulator multiplayer. I'm sure that's... My guess is this is probably a mobile looking game. It looks like any other... Probably looks like any other mobile type game that's of the simulator variety. I get a gift. Well, the gift works and my XP went up. Play. Team deathmatch. I have a feeling if I join any of these rooms, I'm going to get booted. So we'll just hit quick play. Let it decide which room I get booted from. Oh, it's like a really cheap version of Time of Dragons. What? I'm a kid and I don't have money. Just tell your dad to download it, Warcraft. Okay. You don't know YouTube says Goku. But I do have Mountie. Oh. That's sad. I do. Okay. So we obviously got some top tier people here. Got my dragon. Why can't I fly? There we go. Oh, I got my first blood. I draw people's anime. I am a hip hop and an anime drawer. And my dad don't want me to. I draw people's anime. Goku draws people's anime. And these controls suck. They on my team? Here, oh shit. I am stuck in the wall. Yeah. Okay, ask your dad okay so you could play the Warcraft game so we could play together. Goodbye. This is like shit Time of Dragons. Okay, how do I talk? I think it's time to talk. Okay. Yeah, that's enough of that one. I'm level 2. You got play, battle royale, dragon, profile. What else do we have? What else? Just pick. Let's just pick at random. Whatever this one is. LAMO. LAMO. Whatever this is, we are going to play. I'm sure it's a brilliant game. But it definitely didn't like me to alt tab out. Just make up some stuff. Kids are kind of creepy. A horrible song, too. Llama is my favorite animal. Guess all we get is duos. Dialing into LAMO HQ. Waiting for players. I'm shocked it's taking so long to find a match. Apparently it's somebody's favorite game. And this is unfortunately where a lot of games on Steam, as far as multiplayer games go, sit. It's either a game requiring a central server, but no central server anymore, or it's a game like this that requires X number of other people to play, and those people don't exist. I think Magnificent 5, I think it's called. It's the Battle Royale for New Frontier, aka rebranded Wild West Online. I have talked to people that have gotten a queue to pop for that game, but it rarely happens. It requires, and I haven't heard of it happening for a long time, it requires a ton of coordination by a lot of people that are part of that community. think that thing it's something ridiculous. Yeah, this game isn't anybody's favorite game. If it is, they're not online right now. But hey, I can buy currency for a game that's seemingly not possible to play reliably. Let's try. Let's just open up Steam. Why not? Why not 2D Paintball? I'm sure that's a brilliant game. 2D Paintball. You know, every now and then I'll download a game just because it seems like it's complete nonsense. There's a game called Blocked and Loaded. If you're playing that for multiplayer, you're gonna have to bring your own friends at this point. But you look at the videos of it, it looks like somebody's little brother, who's not a very good artist, decided to make a Minecraft based shooter with some RPG elements thrown in. You actually play the game, and yeah, the art style does very much. It is not. It is not realistic graphics, or even what I would call good graphics by any means. And the game does have some quirks getting it up and running. Once you get up and running, it's actually quite a fun game for what it is. Users in the lobby, just me. Join a field. Okay. I have to. I guess we'll just do the tutorial for this because it doesn't look like we're going to get a match for this. At best, I could probably figure out how to do a bot match. Actually, tutorial doesn't seem like it's going to work. Let's try play online again. Create a field. Oh, great. Looks like I'm about to sign up. Well, I shall sign up outside the view of the 5 people that might come across this video. And you got, of course, there's a validation email. Okay, am I actually going to get a validation email anytime soon? Oh, hey, it looks like we actually got it. So I'll go ahead and log in. Looks like this is a browser-based game as well. Guess we'll register for the tournament. Why not? Oh, I'm too low level. But can I create a field at least? Matchmaking requires level 2. Okay. So I'm right here. Join Team Red. You're out. I can click on a bot to take over. How am I out already? I'll just hang out over here. Apparently I won't. Well,